Welcome to this week's edition of the Connect System. I'm really excited to be telling you about this one today because this one is one of the most common personas that people use when they communicate. And so this might be your stereotypical type of person who you might think of like men are from Mars and women are from Venus kind of thing. So this can be your typical like female stereotype, but also a lot of men have this as their number one persona, and you might think of it like fire and rescue brigades, fire brigades, sports personalities. All of these people tend to have a Collie persona. So anyway, I'm excited about this, and let's just get right into it here. So this is the Connect System. Yay! And today we're talking about the Collie Persona. And again, this is a feeler one, so here we go. Now, if you haven't been watching these already, then this will be new information. But if you've watched it already, you can skip ahead. But we're talking about miscommunication and the importance of communication in the workplace and in life, really. So miscommunication, the problems with miscommunication in the workplace is that it's the main cause of 86% of failures in the workplace and 28% of work delays. And I think that number is higher, but that's the numbers that we're going with on these statistics that were provided by Expert Market on 9 March 2023. Communication, and especially miscommunication, affects your everyday life every day. 97% of miscommunication affects your everyday tasks, whether it's an email or verbal communication on the phone, during a meeting, working with clients, working with sales, any situation like that where you have to go back and clarify something will cause a delay or cause an impact on your daily tasks. So sometimes it can get really long, like being as that we are communication experts, to say, like nobody's really a total expert, right? But I have a mentor coach, and she works with other coaches and life coaches like myself, and I'm a freedom life coach. And we had miscommunication, and we were working like 3 or 4 different people that were working together. And it took like 3 weeks of unnecessary stress because of miscommunication. So it affects everyone. And if we can minimize that using the Connect system, then we can actually save money just in that alone. So the estimated cost of miscommunication that affects a company of 100 employees or so, $420,000 per year. And these statistics are American, so that's why it's in dollars. Estimated cost worldwide, however, is $37 billion per year. So, that's how much it affects people. Anyway, that's it, the importance of it there. We'll move on. Now, there are 3 types of people. There are the actors, which we covered in the other sessions, the feelers, which we're covering now. This is the second feeler persona, and then the thinkers, which we'll cover later. 45% of people in the general population are feelers. So they're either going to be the otter persona or the Collie persona, which we're talking about today. So there are 7 different personas. There are the horse persona and the beaver persona. Those are the actors. The otter and the collie are the feelers, and the lion and the eagle and the owl are the thinkers. So how do you connect? Well, it's real simple. You realize that everyone has all 7 of these personas, and they can take them on and off just like a mask. Most people tend to prefer 1 or 2 over the others. So they'll be really good at communicating with 1 or 2 of the personas, sometimes 3, but generally just 1 or 2. And then they'll have a really low one. They'll be the worst one that they have. And those are the people that, if that's your first persona that you prefer, and the one that they're using as their first is their last, that can be the most difficult way, the one that you communicate. You have to cross through all 6 personas to get there. So now, no persona is any better than any other. And the key to connecting is to find out whether they're actors, feelers, or thinkers, which persona they're using, and go through their filter to meet the need. It's a simple process and it's easy to learn. And some people, it's automatic. You can kind of catch on straight away. But everyone has a hidden question and a hidden need. So the filter and the need. And if that need from others gets met, then you have a real connection and you can really communicate with that person. The three types of people, today we're talking about the feelers. 45% of the population are feelers, whether they're otter or the collie persona. They approach life through feelings first. They have to feel it in here. So if you want to communicate with someone who's a feeler, you gotta feel it in here, like in the film Rio or the inner Chihuahua and all of those films. So, but these people communicate through feelings first, and they make their decisions based on feelings. That they can be easy to sell to or to offend. And if once you're offending them, then because they wear their emotions on their sleeves, maybe then you're going to have a hard time connecting back. You have to prove that, that you really do care. And that's the question there, because they're going to make decisions based on emotions. So now, collie persona, 32% of the general population are collie personas. So that's a lot. So if you hit this persona first, then you're going to be able to communicate with most people most of the time straight away. Now, they're natural nurturers and they're care oriented. So they love to please people. And the hidden question is, of course, do you really care? So these are the people that say, I don't care how much you know until I know how much you care. So that's how they're going to look at life. And they need unconditional acceptance. And I mean, that's really unconditional. Because you can say, man, you shouldn't do that, or you shouldn't feel that way. And that can offend them if they're in a sensitive time. So if you just have unconditional, no matter what you say or do, you love them. And then maybe you can kind of guide them to realize maybe it's not so the drama, or whatever. So then that'll be good. Otherwise, just leave it there and be compassionate with them, because they're compassionate with you. They're very passionate, they're very compassionate, and they're very creative. And they have a great high tolerance and general acceptance of most people all the time. So they tend to be very accepting, they tend to be very gentle, they can really love animals or be attached to their pet or their animals, and they are very sensitive and very alert to that. So if you have something going on in your life and no one else notices, they're going to notice it because they're real sensitive, and they're usually really humble about things. So have humility. So they care about the other person more than getting the credit for something, as long as they have unconditional acceptance and appreciation. So now, if you're selling to a collie persona, those things you have to remember. They're care oriented and they like a lot of verbal feedback, just like the otter. And they need the heartfelt two-way communication. Time to look in the eyes to see how it really relates to people, how it meets a need that shows that you really care. They like things that help people. The reason that they start a business or that they're in business, anything that has to do with that, is because they want to help people. And so they may not be the best business person because they're making decisions based on emotions and feelings, but they're wonderful people and they are very compassionate. And there are a lot of them in the general population. Now, they like to make a difference in people's lives or in animals' lives. So maybe they're volunteering at the pet care center or the rescue center, and the seal rescue here in Ireland are things like that. So these people are very compassionate and caring, and they need to know that you really care. If you can show that you're genuinely interested and you really do care for them and what's best for them, and you're not just trying to manipulate them or sell them something, then you'll have a relationship and then you can connect. and then they'll appreciate it. They'll be very loyal to you and your company. So that'll be a good thing there. So the presentations, if you're giving a sales presentation, they like lots of pictures of people they know. So if you're selling to a corporation, if you can get pictures of the company, people, employees doing their work, and use that in the sales, that'd be grand. That's what they really like. And so they don't like the sterile, cold corporate messaging, and they don't like that type of marketing. So if it's all numbers and statistics with no stories, and they don't show that you really care, then they're going to lose interest straight away. Also, a little side note, they might be late to the meeting. So if you have a meeting and you're planning to sell to a person with a Collie Persona, they might be late because, they're really emotional in the moment. So if they're helping somebody or doing something for somebody, that's all that's on their mind. And they might even forget about the meeting. So it's a good thing with text or email that you remind them of the meeting, and plan for them to be maybe early or late, but just give that little time there. And then if you start to connect, then you might go over in the meeting because their boundaries on meeting times are a little bit fuzzy. So if you have a good connection, then you might be able to go a little bit longer. But try to keep it around 15 minutes, and try to keep it with people they know, or stories that reach the heart, and things like that. Now, they don't like if people are uncaring or anything like that. So these are wonderful people, and I really enjoy working with them. And a lot of times people can have the Collie persona, and they actually might even have another persona underneath. And if they're really close together, then you might not see the Collie persona on top of whatever the one underneath is. So, like in my case, I like the Collie persona, but I also am an owl persona. And so a lot of people see the owl persona and don't realize that the Collie's there, but I really do have the Collie on top. So I might not leak like I'm sensitive. I might be all business, but underneath, I am sensitive. So that's also another thing. So you never lose if you really show this one first. But you have to realize that if you're talking to a horse or a beaver persona or some of the others, maybe a lion, and you focus on this too much, then you're going to lose interest with them and respect. So you want to hit this one at the start of any presentation, on go through the filter meeting, you show that you really care, and give them unconditional acceptance, and then move on. And you might also ask, like, if you're running a business meeting, you start with this persona first, and say, "Hey, how's everyone doing today?" And take maybe 5 minutes to see, did they have a good weekend? Are they having good time with their family? Everything's going good. Get that out of the way, good or bad. You're not there to do therapy or anything. You just want to make sure that you have a connection there and you care, because if you start a business meeting and you haven't covered this, then they're going to have that hidden agenda in the back of their mind and be worrying about it. Like, doesn't anybody care that I had off a weekend, or that, my cat died, or whatever happened, but if you get that out in the front at the start, and then you start in with the business, okay, here's any old business from last week, any new business, here's the agenda, you start moving on that, then that's good. But at least you communicated that you care at the start. But again, remember, it's only 32% of the people. It's not going to work with everyone. If you just only use this, that they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, you're going to miss it 68% of the time. So it's just the one to start with. But remember, there are the other 6 personas out there. So anyway, that's a bit for the Collie persona. And if you're interested in finding out more, just put a comment down, or in the comments, or send me a direct message on Facebook. Those are the best ways to reach me. Or you can go to freedomsearcher.com and go to the bottom of the page and fill out the form. Also, as a gift for watching this and making it through the 15 minutes there, you can get a download of the workbook that goes along with this presentation, and some of the other free resources. if you fill out the form at the bottom of the page on the home page. Just fill out that form, click on resources. It'll take you to the resources page, and you can download any or all of them that you're interested in. So I hope that's really helpful for you there. Get on a call really soon, and I can really help you with your business. I have worked with this for years, the Connect system and the Sona Sásta system for years. I've worked with big corporations, small businesses, and government agencies all over the world and different countries. Right now, I'm focusing on small businesses and entrepreneurs. And if you're interested in stepping up your business and actually making a connection, then this is the way to go. Just get on a call with me, and we'll get back to you soon. Hi, I want to take a moment to thank you for watching the video today, and let you know that on Freedom Saoirse on YouTube, there are plenty of other videos that you can watch, including Travels with Saoirse and Freedom Saoirse International, the more the business ones. And I want to also welcome you to the tour. If you want to find out more, you can join the Facebook group Freedom Saoirse Alive and like the Freedom Saoirse International page. Also, if you go to the freedomsaoirse.com or .eu or .ie, you can scroll down to the bottom of the page and fill out the form and have the access to the workbook that goes along with this video and the other workbooks from the other ones. So there's also a few other free resources that I do offer there. And so I'd be really happy if you do that. And feel free to contact me by filling out the form, the contact form, or sending me a direct message on Facebook, or sending me an email at info@freedomsaoirse.com, info@freedomsaoirse.com, and I'll get back with you straight away. So thanks again for watching, and have a splendid day. Bye.